another episode of Speaker Sessions. We're here with Mehram, who is the co-founder of Yada Events. Lovely to have you here, Mehram.
Oh, thank you, Tamara.
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Cool. So let's jump right into it then. So you are the co-founder of Yada Events and also the director of multiple other businesses. So could you tell us a bit about your journey to becoming an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
And what that was like?
Well, I started being part of the group, the Expeed group, straight out of university. So that was roughly about 3 years ago. And as I left, I was presented with the opportunity by my dad to look at a project that they had already been considering for a while, but from a student's perspective. And as a recent graduate, that made a lot of sense for me. And then from that point, really, it's just kind of grown and grown. We've ended up developing multiple platforms instead of the original one that we were thinking about developing. And we've managed to acquire 2 businesses as well in that space. So the group is really coming together. So we have Expeed IT Solutions, who are focused on being IT consultants within the higher education space. We've got Yada Campus and Yada Events, which are both platforms designed to monitor either a student's academic journey or benefit people within the events industry and help people with their social life. And then we've acquired Event Marketing Machine, which offers marketing services to conferences and exhibitions. And then finally Freshers Festival, which is our most recent acquisition, which is a 2-day event that takes place in Glasgow and now London, and basically opens its doors to thousands of students and gets them to connect with brilliant brands like Coca-Cola, Deliveroo, for example. And our platform, Yada Events, helps facilitate those conversations. So all in all, everything kind of fits together in one jigsaw puzzle.
Cool, awesome. So how did you kind of get into being part of the Thriving Entrepreneur Conference, and how did you get to meet Elliot as well?
So I met Elliot actually by a chance through a meeting because we were set up by somebody else that we knew. And the conversation was nothing about public speaking or entrepreneurship or the Thriving Entrepreneur Conference. It had nothing to do with that originally, but as we started talking to each other, more and more ideas started getting bounced off each other. And then Elliot finally said, oh, you know what, actually I'm thinking about hosting this conference next year, and I'd really like to have a really diverse set of speakers on there, and I think that you'd really fit well within that speaker lineup. And as we were talking more about how Yada Events could help facilitate the conference and help with the marketing and everything leading up to it, it seemed like a really great partnership.
Okay, so what will you be speaking about at the Thriving Entrepreneur Conference? Could you give us like a sneak peek?
Yeah, so I'll be talking about how to build your perfect team. And when I say that, I don't think that it necessarily means that everybody within the team has to be perfect. I think that it's about really opening up your eyes to the next generations and actually not putting labels on those generations or expecting them to fit into a certain stereotype. Yeah. I mean, for example, within our business, we have the 4 different companies, and actually all the different companies have different generations, different types of people, different skill sets, different age groups. And I think that all meshes together actually to build a really great team, because where one side might be lacking in terms of experience, somebody else can help pick that up. Where the younger generation tends to bring a lot of creativity and youthfulness and really understands the market as it is today. The senior members in the team, when I say senior, I mean they're not, senior citizens, but they can really respect us and what we bring to the table. So I'll be talking about how to really build a team that's multi-generational, that understands each other, that works well together. And I think having interns has been a huge part of how we've had success. I mean, you yourself started off as an intern and now you're a fully fledged member of the team, and we couldn't ever see you go. So I think it is about really understanding how you employ people, what the next 5 to 10 years of that looks like, because yes, people hype about how much millennials have affected business, but actually, you know what, there's a whole new generation coming, and there's a generation that even I don't understand necessarily.
Same here.
So, what I'm going to be looking at is how we can really ensure that we're employing people and making the best of our team and our business going forward for the future and securing that future.
Cool. So what would you say you're looking forward to at the Thriving Entrepreneur Conference then?
I'm really looking forward to sharing the stage with those other speakers and listening to what they have to say, because we've got an incredible lineup of speakers and people that are really experts in their field that they will be talking about. So it'd be a great opportunity for me even to learn from them and their talks and what they're saying about the next 5 to 10 years. Yeah. But I think also it's going to be a really fun conference. It's going to be something a bit different. I mean, the people, if you look at Elliot Kay and Lavelda, who's our MC, they have a lot of energy. So it's not going to be one of those classic startup or tech conferences or whatever, which can be a bit dry and they have the same formula. Yeah. I think this one is going to be a bit more out there, and the NatWest building is also a beautiful building. So everything should shape together to make it a really good, fun but engaging conference.